broadcasted.
Hi, you guys. Welcome to tonight's live. We have Sierra here with us.
Hi.
You guys, she does read the manga too. I think I saw a comment asking about if she is a anime only, but she does also watch read the manga as well. Okay.
Yeah, I'm fully caught up with the manga.
Yeah. But she does not spoil or anything. She already knows where I am because she knows I do only watch anime. So, yes. All right. So, today we're going to be discussing our top 5 fights. I struggled. So
I did too.
hard with
it was hard. And then I was like just arranging them where I wanted to put it. Because I was like, okay, do I love this fight? Do I love this one more? It was hard. It's hard narrowing it down to just 5.
Like, I literally was like talking to Paul, one of my mods, like earlier, like right before I actually got on here, and I was like, yo, Paul, like I have like 10 fights and I still don't know which order they are in. So I was gonna shoot off the top of the dome, and then how they fall is how they fall, because I could not literally place them in any type of order because every one of them was like, they're good. I didn't
They're
even the
so
ones
good.
There's
so many. Yeah.
I probably still mention them as honorable mentions.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Like my top 2, I think, was the easiest because it was just like, okay, I know my top 2 for sure. But then like the rest, I was like, okay, how do I place this?
All right. So since you are my guest, of course, you're going to love to go first.
Okay.
So what is your first fight?
So my first fight, number 5, I have Law and Smoker versus Virgo at Punk Hazard. I was debating because that one and my Zoro versus Ryuma was like really close, but I think I liked the Virgo fight a lot more. And just to see Law in action was awesome.
Yeah, and then that's when he cut the whole like the sad building
freaking landscape
in half, and then it's like
yeah,
and then Virgo
like, cut a mountain.
The whole thing was gone.
Everything just sliced. That was so amazing. And then seeing Smoker be great was like good to see too, because he doesn't get a lot of shine.
No, because even at the end of it, Smoker kind of got handled by Dofi. Like I was like, no.
Yeah, he always has to take that L, and it's just like, dang, Smoker, he just can't get a break. He can't get a break whatsoever.
Not at all. Okay. So, all right. Like, again, mine are not in any particular order because I couldn't, you know what? Okay. This is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to say, damn it. Okay. All of them are so fucking good. I'm going to put Mihawk versus Zoro as my 5th one. Because I love
like the very first, like in Baratier? Yeah?
But like number 5.
Oh, okay.
Okay, number 5. Okay, so he's my number 5, and I would say that because Paul was like, Alona, was that really a fight though? I'm like, yeah, it really wasn't a fight.
It was. I thought it was.
It was. It was an honorable fight for Zoro, and I feel as if that was one of Zoro's like moments where he actually had to comprehend he has a long fucking way to go if he wants to be on Mihawk's level. And I love my Zoro. And I felt that was a good growing moment for him. And he didn't turn his back to Mihawk regardless of how strong he was. So that was probably one of the first moments that I actually fell in love with my Zoro.
Yeah, and he gained Mihawk's respect at that moment too. Because even Mihawk, he pulled out his little tiny dagger. You know, but then after he's like, you know what, you get the big sword and just sliced him. So that was respect.
Thank you. See, Paul?
That was respect. And I asked you because I was like, do clashes count? Because I feel like that's a clash, maybe.
Yeah.
More of a clash than a fight, but it was a fight too. So I don't know. I like that's a good one. That's a good one. Very good. I gotta remember my number 4. So for my number 4, I have, because I had to put my favorite character on here, Whitebeard. I have Whitebeard versus Akainu. Right after when he does that first smash to Akainu's freaking, and he like warps like his whole body.
Yeah,
oh my god, that is like one of my favorite moments. Just Whitebeard going in on Akainu.
Mm-hmm. See, that was one of my Whitebeard versus everybody, because I felt as if
versus everyone. Versus the Marines.
Everybody. Shoot, he even had to go like toe to toe, but like Squad even stabbed his ass. So it's like he was just catching. Whitebeard couldn't catch a freaking break. He was already sick.
He was
Squad is so
wounded up against literally everybody, up against giants, up against admirals. Oh my god, he took it all on. Respect for my man Whitebeard. I love him, but yeah, he's my number 4 for sure. That fight, just because after what Akainu did to Ace, that satisfaction of him just showing up. He just like appears behind Akainu and he shits his pants like, oh, and just brings it down on him. And oh my god, I love it.
Yeah, that was a good one. Okay.
And that's interesting in the manga version of that. I don't know if you know, but like when Akainu goes to punch Whitebeard, he like punches part of his face off.
Yo, somebody, so many people were sending me like that manga panel, like that ain't nothing how it was done in the manga. And I'm like, when I showed it to me, I was like, what the F? Like, that's what actually happened.
It blew his freaking face off. And that's, and Whitebeard still was like going after that. So that's why I'm like, Whitebeard is just the greatest, yo.
While he was still sick. Like, he was old and sick and still taking on that. So I was like,
I love it, man. So good.
Yeah. He can adopt me if he wanted to.
I'll be in that family. I'll join.
Exactly.
I would too, because his crew seems fun and nice.
Right?
They're just chilling.
And
going
that's
around
love. Like, he actually loved them.
Mm-hmm.
If he allowed Squad to fucking stab him and then hug him. Yeah. I like, first of all, I will whip him first, and then I'll give him You are not gonna stab me, and I'm not gonna get a hit in. No way.
For real. He just turned and hugged me. He's like, my stupid son. But love Whitebeard. I want to be a part of that family and crew.
Definitely. Okay, my next fight I have is Usopp versus Luffy. Even though, again, it wasn't much of like a big fight, but I think it was a worthy enough fight because it actually showed how, even though they're on the same crew, like Zoro was taking no shits. Like, afterwards, Zoro was like, if any of you guys go after him, don't come back.
We're done. Yeah, he's like, you're done. That was just like so emotional, even like as like when you're watching it, because you've been so invested in the crew coming together, and then once you get the Water 7, everyone just starts breaking, like everything just breaks down, and it's like you're breaking down with the crew because you're just like, I understand Usopp, but I understand Luffy want a new ship, and Usopp is being stubborn. Oh my god, and it was hard to choose a side, and that was a heartbreaking fight.
Yeah,
Mary's
it was
crying,
it's like an inner family feud that you like, you're watching it, but you don't want to partake in it, but it's like you feel bad for each person. It's like, what do I do? How do I maneuver?
Yeah. Like, even Chopper, he hopped off the ship and just kind of put the medicine next to Usopp, but it was just so sad. I really felt for Usopp in that moment. I felt like, I don't know. I think I would have been more on Usopp's side because I understand he felt like he was the weakest, like, and he's like, you're just gonna get rid of me when I'm, hurt, because that's like what it was all about. Because he's like, you're getting rid of Mary just because she can't go on anymore, and it was sad. That's a heartbreaking
the whole situation was kind of like made you feel hella torn, and then even like Luffy, like he won't even go back and get up. It's like, but you're the captain, you can't do that. You got to stay and be a man of your word. So
that's also why I like Zoro, because I feel like Zoro is, I don't want to say he's heartless, because he cares about the crew too, but like he is like we ain't just playing pirate games here. Like this is real life. This isn't messing around. Like we're really doing this. So I respect Zoro for doing what he did too.
I like him because he keeps Luffy somewhat grounded, like because we know Luffy's a freaking
grounded
cannon, and I think without Zoro, everything probably would have fell apart a little bit more so than if he was not there. Like, not to say, I mean, if Sanji was there, then yeah, sort of, kind of, but I feel as if Sanji might have other, you know, distractions, like girls and stuff. So I feel like Zoro really doesn't have that many distractions because all he wants is to work out in his booze. So, yeah.
And he like you said, like he keeps them grounded. I feel like the whole crew has their way of keeping each other grounded, and they just work well together. That's why I just love the Straw Hats. When they were fighting, it sucks. It was heartbreaking.
So I have a question. There was this question that was going around before, like way back, and they were saying, do you guys feel as if Sanju or Zoro is the second mate?
I think Zoro's the second. Like,
I think so too.
It goes Luffy, Zoro, Sanji. Like, I that's just how it goes.
Number 3. But I was like, maybe I'm biased because I love Sanji. So I was like, not Sanji, but Zoro. I mean, I love Sanji too, don't get me wrong, but Zoro's my man.
It's just like how it's like set up, because it's always we see Sanji fight, then we see Zoro fight, then we'll see Luffy fight. So it's like number 3, number 2, number 1. Like it's just how it's been. I mean, people can argue all they want, you know, like Zoro and Sanji are the same level, but still it'll always be like 1, 2, 3, no matter what. So, because I like Sanji too. Like, don't get me wrong, I like Sanji, but Zoro is Luffy's number 2. Like that's just how it is.
Exactly. I feel you. All right. So I think it's now your number 3.
Oh, my number 3. Hold on. I gotta think of what it was. I've had issues. I had this written down on my phone, but because I'm using my phone right now, I can't look. I think my number 3, I said that one. And that one. Oh, okay. It was Luffy's Shadow versus the whole crew in Thriller Bark when he was the giant oars.
Good one.
That was awesome to see. That is my number 3.
Dang.
I just like that was like where we saw like the Straw Hats, like all of them literally just do something, and they were fighting against Luffy, which was like cool to see because it was him as like this giant monster, but like it was still Luffy. So seeing where everyone was at, and they were putting up a fight, but at the same time they were like kind of getting destroyed. But it was like I loved seeing it.
You're so sweet. They were getting their ass kicked.
It was awesome to see though, and I want to see Robin docking with the Frankie. That part was funny. I wish she would have did it.
She really wasn't going to happen.
She's just like, no. Hell no.
You got me all types of messed up, regardless of what. I will not.
Robin docking. I don't know. I love Thriller Bark. I love that arc. And I was gonna say the like Zoro when he was fighting Kuma. That was like a really good fighting. That's an honorable mention. That's an honorable mention for me.
That's honorable mention, exactly, because that's one of my honorable mentions. Because that one doesn't have a star, but it's on my list.
Yeah. That's an honor for sure. That was good. I love Thriller Bark.
Yeah, I liked it too because at first it was kind of like, to me, I was like, what the heck? Like it was like Halloweenish, and I think around the time that I was watching it, I was like, well, this fits perfectly because it was going like in the fall. I'm like, Halloween style. Like we have zombies and crab running around, and then
that's funny.
And then it's like Brooke just comes along. It's like, what the fuck is he gonna afro?
The panties. He's just like, can I see your panties? And he's so serious about it.
I've seen people's bras. Like, how old are you, little nasty? Like that.
No, like when I first was watching it, I did not like Thriller Bark at all. I was like, this is a stupid arc, just like freaking Davy back. But then like I appreciated it so much more, I think, at the end. And then after like the end. Yeah, I like reread it and I rewatched it like millions of times, and I really love. It's like one of my top favorite arcs is Thriller Bark. It's just so funny, And like the stuff that goes down in that arc is really, really cool to see.
Yeah, I like how. See, this is why I feel as if when people ask me like my favorite arcs, it's kind of hard for me to pick a favorite arc because I feel as if there's so many things from the previous arcs or whatever that actually makes the other arc that I probably say is my favorite what it is and like so perfect to me and why I like it so much. So it'd be kind of unfair for me to say, oh, this is my favorite arc when it wasn't just that arc that kind of built up. It was like the previous like arc
moments
that was kind of,
like in that
information to where it all clicked in that previous arc. Yeah. So it's like, how can you actually choose when there's so many components to? I can't.
Yeah, and you can't like judge an arc until it's finished because you don't know the connection it'll have later in the story. Like you just can't judge the whole arcs. It's cool. I love it. I love One Piece, yo. It's so good.
Yeah, it's a good story. Definitely One Piece have one of the better stories in all the anime that I've watched. Period.
Love it.
Okay. So, all right. So my next one. Okay, this is where it starts to get kind of funky. Okay, so don't mind me. I would say, okay, I'm gonna do this one first. Okay, Blackbeard versus Ace.
Ooh, oh, yeah. I forgot about that fight. Yo, that was a good fight.
That was a good fight. And I feel as if that actually kind of like showcased Ace's power in a way against Blackbeard, but then it also showed like, even though Blackbeard's a little wimp, like he was actually strong too in the same sense for him to go toe to toe with Ace and to actually apprehend him and turn him into the Marines. Also what got me is like how it kind of already like previous shown how Blackbeard was able to nullify a dragon fruit. No, I said dragon fruit, a devil fruit.
Devil fruit. I knew what you meant.
So it's like for him to have like a devil fruit, for him to nullify somebody as strong as Ace is like, holy shit, hold on.
Yeah. And like the reason like Ace went up against him too is because Blackbeard was going after Luffy because he wanted to turn him into not Ace. He was going after Luffy, and then Ace is like, oh hell no, not my little brother.
You get my brother.
And so and then we find out Ace is the one that got captured, then he's gonna die or get executed and on Amazon Lily, and oh my god, like that was like a moment to catalyst a lot. In the story,
definitely.
And I think it even says that it's like on another island, something's going down. Like I don't remember exactly what it said, but I remember it's like something important's happening on this island over here.
Oh hell yeah, it was.
That was a good fight though, because like you said, we gotta see. All right, we gotta see Ace's powers. He got that like gun shoot, like light versus the dark. It was awesome. It was good.
Yeah, even though I hate Blackbeard, when he had sucked the whole freaking town in and then like spat it back out, I was like,
his fruit. You're just like, what is it? What is Blackbeard, man? Like, what is his fruit? Like the yummy man. Like
the darkness fruit. Great.
It's crazy because it's like a Logia fruit, and he can feel the pain, but like at the same moments, he's able to totally nullify a devil fruit power, like make them useless, which is it's like so overpowered. He's crazy.
The crazy thing that gets me about Blackbeard, I know we're kind of rambling, but I do want to ask, talk about this. It's like with Blackbeard, it's like, he had looked in the book and he had pointed out that he wanted the yummy fruit, right?
He had this all planned,
Yeah, but it's like, how did he actually know for sure that he wanted like that particular fruit? Like, to me, it's like, it's like, why was he so geared on to this particular? I feel like Blackbeard has information about like something that probably went down years ago, whatever. And I feel like his little conniving little monster brain is just like
plotting. He was just chilling on Whitebeard's ship in the background. He didn't want to take no positions. He just wanted to be a side character until his moment when Thatch found that fruit. He was just like, stab, like no, not even a second thought. He just like stabbed that.
Flipped a freaking switch, and it was so sad. It was so freaking sad. I was so mad.
Okay, it's insane. My computer's finally done.
Oh, you guys,
Jesus.
Sarah's computer was updating, so she had to go on her phone. So that's why she was talking about her computer.
It seems to be working okay. I was just afraid it wouldn't, like, the video wouldn't work, but it works all right. So
yeah,
I can
good.
see you. I can't see the chat or nothing. I could just see you basically in the live thing.
Okay.
But yeah.
So what is
so
your
now we're on number 2?
Yeah.
So my number 2, this was like a hard one because I was like, what one do I like more? And I think it's going to be Luffy versus Lucci, Enies Lobby. That's my number 2.
Yep.
Like, 'cause it was such a build-up, and the satisfaction of him finally beating Lucci was so just like that final Gatling. Oh,
yeah.
So satisfying. And that's my number 2. I freaking love it. Like, it was hard to choose, but that's it.
Yeah, that was hard because that's one of my honorable mentions. And again, I was talking to Paul, and Paul was like, "How can you not have the Lucci versus
right? Like, explain this to me."
And I was like, "Well," I said, first of all, I have too many to pick from, and I'm not good with choices. I was like, and number 2, it's like I felt bad because there's so many good fights. Because even was it Kumadori versus Chopper when he had his first monster point there, that was a pretty good fight too. So
that was
like
amazing. Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what to choose. Like, that's honorable mention. I'm worse at choosing. I'm not good at it.
I had this one, and my number 1 was like always interchanging, but I really feel like my number 1 is like my most favorite fight thus far, like in the series. So that's why I had to put it as my number 1. But yeah, this is my number 2. Luffy versus Lucci, that Gatling, the satisfaction.
I love how we saw Lucci transform into like his Zoan, but it's like leopard. That's what it's
like. Like a hybrid form, I think is what it's called. Like,
that shit was
hybrid,
cool.
yeah.
Damn, I was like, y'all better be careful.
And he was like ferocious. Like, that was the first time we saw like a ferocious opponent for Luffy, because it was a hard fight. Like, Luffy was down. Yeah,
I thought with him, it's like he had his set agenda of how he was like his role was going to be, and like, regardless of what, he did not deter from it whatsoever. He was like, "Oh, I'm right. Boom. This is how it's going to go down, like it or not."
Dead set. Yeah. And then like when he did I don't remember the attack, but he had Luffy wrapped up in his tail, I think. And then he like did some Ryoku move on Luffy, and Luffy went back and like screeched. Like, you can hear it in the voice actor. Like, she like screeches. I was like, because it looks so painful. Like, I felt Luffy's pain. I was like, and he just starts wobbling and then falls. I was like, fuck Luffy. And then Usopp screaming, I was just like, oh my God, this fight. Like, I was sweating, I was crying. Like, it was intense.
It made you anxious.
It was intense. So that's definitely my number 2. I want to hear your number 2 though. I want to hear this.
All right. Katakuri versus Luffy is my number 2.
Oh shit. What is your number 1?
Oh, you'll hear it. Katakuri versus Luffy was probably my number 1. I like that fight because how honorable, like, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say it with all my might. Katakuri could have whipped the shit out of Luffy. That's just how it's gonna be. If he didn't stab himself, Katakuri would have wiped the floor with Luffy.
Mm-hmm.
But I think his little sister, had butted in and kind of limited Luffy's ability, and him, being honorable, because Katakuri is the best because he's so cute.
Love to see.
He kind of allowed Luffy at the end, because even like when he passed out at the end, is like, that face, like he could have probably went a little bit longer.
Like, he was just like, he's just kind of like, all right, fuck it, I'm done. Like, let this kid go. This kid's not gonna give up. Like, I'm just done.
Exactly. Let him be great for this time. Like,
so because you said number 2, that is my number 1, is Katakuri versus Luffy. So, and like, that fight, especially in the anime, they did such a good job at animating that with the music. Just watching it like was amazing, especially when people like put it all together instead of like when you get episodes, it like spaces it out. But like when people edit it as one, just Luffy versus Katakuri.
Yeah.
Such a good ass fight. I freaking loved it. It was
I
amazing.
think I was so excited to see his Snake Man.
Yeah, we got to see Snake
That
Man
was
too. Like that
beautiful.
transformation.
Oh
The
my
animation in that transformation too, he just like ascends, he just floats, and then it just goes around his body.
God.
Oh, it was so good.
Yeah, I was like, okay,
I
Luffy, I
love
see
it.
you. Keep up the
Yeah,
good work.
that's like that fight in the Luffy versus Lucci always is just like interchange to me, but I really feel like anime wise, it was definitely Luffy versus Katakuri is my number one.
I got it, because it was a really, really, really good fight. And it was a very honorable fight too. And I think
I
the
just love
fact that
Katakuri too.
I couldn't hate Katakuri at all. So it's like,
Yeah.
that probably made me like it even more, because usually, you know, when it's one person that you can't stand, it's like that's why none of the Dofi fights, I can't stand him, were in any of my top, because I can't stand him. But like Katakuri, I love him in the same, you know, token as I love Luffy.
Especially we find out what Katakuri did with Brulee. That was so like random but so beautiful. Yeah,
I love it.
Like you're just like, oh, he's big bro, you know, he cares about his little siblings. Like that's beautiful. I love it. I love Katakuri.
He's the most nicest one probably out of all of them. Like,
yeah.
And he's the strongest, so it's like
he's big bro. He's like that big brother you just like want, like the protection. Like your big bro is supposed to be there to protect you and make you feel safe. And like I feel like that's what he's there for, like for that whole crew, because they're all just terrified of Big Mom. And he's just there as that like pillar.
She was killing her own kids about the life or death. I wouldn't want to be around her. Life or
Big Mom
death.
is so crazy.
Your own child. She's about. I was like, when we first was introduced to Whole Cake Island, and she said, I forget which child it was, but you know, the one with the
Moscato.
little yeah, him. And then all of a sudden, the lie, the soul come out of him. I was like, what the?
Yeah, she just snatched it out because she wanted some freaking food. Like, she's insane.
You're a terrible mother. Like, that's how I felt. You did not need those kids.
Yeah,
me,
Jesus.
A part of me is like, has she ever killed any of her children and just forgot about it? Like, that's how I feel.
Well, even she was like, she wanted to kill Chiffon just for looking like Lola. Because she was her twin. It's just like, it's not her fault.
It's your fault, woman. Like,
no, Big Mom is so wild and crazy, but I like her as a Yonko because she's wild and crazy. You just never know what to expect from her, what's going to happen with her in the story.
On
like,
your
I don't know. Yeah.
Sure. You can. I don't know. I think that's probably why Chopper's ass is like, when she was like, you say something to her, Chopper's like, no.
Chopper's scared, yo. Chopper's like, this lady's nuts. I already know.
He was trying to skip. Like, once he saw Big Mom on that freaking shore, he was like, we gotta go.
We needs to go. They're like, oh no, she's just an old lady. Big ass old lady.
No, she's not.
Oh my god.
Oh, goodness. Okay, so my number one is Kaido versus Luffy.
Oh, okay.
I say that because even though Luffy didn't win, he tried his best, but I think it was a good moment for him to see exactly how much more stronger he's going to have to be.
Yeah.
I feel as if, like, on most cases with Luffy, when his fights will happen, yeah, he'll have to try real hard, but it really wasn't like a fight to where it was like a big smack and a drastic change within power. So I see with this one, it was like, freaking Kaido was drunk, ate all your punches, and then basically swatted you, and then you were done.
Yeah, everything. And Luffy went all out. Like he was going all out versus Kaido at that moment. Like from what we know, you know, like he was, because Bounce Man or Pound Man, whatever it is, Gear 4. That's his like powerful gear. Like that's his strong gear. Yep. And Kaido just tanked it all. Like he just tanked it. Oh yeah, he was like, what?
Why? Like, I was like, shit, that's kind of disrespectful because he tried his best. So it's like, poor Luffy.
Man. Didn't you say too, like, what kind of king did you say you'd be? or something like that. Like Kaido was just like, who? Who's this kid?
And I also liked how Kaido was, how his devil fruit was kind of like shown with him being that mythical dragon type. I freaking
Cool,
loved it. And then like
I really wonder like if like that was inspired from Dragon Ball because doesn't he look like Shenron?
Shenron, yes,
yeah, like he does.
Shenron meets Luffy.
I love it. It's so cool, and I liked how a lot of people were speculating. It's still kind of a speculation, like whether or not he's a dragon that ate like a human type fruit, or if he's a human that ate a dragon fruit. So it's interesting. Kaido's very interesting character.
I still think he's a human that probably ate a mythical type dragon fruit.
That's what I think too. Yeah.
Well, I guess we can never know with Oda because Oda be springing shit on us, and then
he will do things because I really feel like he'll watch people's videos or watch like the community talk, and then he's gonna be like, all right, they're talking about this, I'm gonna drop this. Like, or he'll change things because it's like, damn, like he's always keeping us on our toes.
And I that's why I really like how he writes, because you know how some people can kind of get lazy after a certain amount of episodes or whatever. Mm-hmm. I don't really feel as if the story has ever gotten like lazy to the point to where nothing makes sense or it's kind of like just hella dry. So I'm like, we're doing this for 900 plus episodes and not even counting how many chapters he has probably in the manga. It's like,
I think we are literally 20 chapters away from 1,000 chapters, which is like insane to me. I've never even read a book with like more than like I read Harry Potter. That's like the biggest books I've ever read was Harry Potter. Like I get so like disinterested so quickly. Like the fact that One Piece is like just always like interesting to me, something always happening. That's what makes it amazing to me and like my favorite, because nothing has done that before me like in my life.
Yeah. That's true. That is definitely true. All right, so
that was a good fight.
Our top 5 fights, and now we're gonna open up questions that you guys may have for us to answer. You guys know how I roll in the comment section. I start from all the way at the top. My mods are in here, so if there's anything crazy, they will get rid of it. And yeah, let's see what we got up in her. All right.
You have to read them out loud because like I can't see the chat at all.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Or just put them on the screen or something.
I'll show them on the screen.
Okay.
Right. Oh, did you have any other honorable mentions?
The Ace versus Blackbeard, that would be one of my honorable mentions. I just totally forgot about that fight, but I did love that fight. Mm-hmm. And let's see. I had Zoro versus Ryuma. That was one I was really like trying to get up there, but I liked the fights I named more. Mm-hmm. And then the Straw Hats versus Kuma.
Yeah.
Bartholomew. Like in Sabity, like when he just slaps everybody, like that was like a devastating fight too. Like I was crying so much.
Me and you both. Oh, I don't feel bad. Just freaking buckets of tears.
Buckets. And Luffy like hitting his head on the ground. Like I couldn't save one Nakama. And I was just like,
that was a hard pill to swallow probably for him too.
Like, oh my God. And then I can't imagine like if I was, because when I watched One Piece, I think it was already to the Fishman Island. Mm-hmm. So I binged, you know, and so when they got separated, it wasn't for that long for me. I think there was like 2 filler episodes after that. And then it was like continuing on the Amazon Valley and stuff. Yeah. But I can't imagine how that was for like people when they first were like reading or watching that. I would have been dying for like 2 weeks. I would have been dying. Like, what happened?
Tell me now.
I would have been a mess. But yeah.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna keep rolling. Blackbeard will always have an ace up his sleeve. Oh, that is so messed up, Killer. That is so rude. Okay. Somebody was saying cortisone can actually nullify Appo's double fruit if you think about it.
That's a spoiler.
Is it a spoiler?
Yeah, kind of.
Well, because I don't know.
It's like kind of a spoiler.
Okay. Well,
I feel
that is rude. Whoever did that. Okay. I'm kind of scrolling. I'm trying to see if there's any questions. Everybody's talking about the Gatling. Oh,
Luffy
here's
Gatling.
one from Alex. How do you feel about Chopper?
I love Chopper. I hate the hate that he gets. I respect Chopper. Yes, he's after the time skip, his character has been pushed to the side a little bit. But I really think it's just because we're so focused on the world now instead of just the Straw Hats. So Oda has to put aside the Straw Hats a little bit, you know, like he has to, or else we're not going to get anywhere. We have to, because the world of One Piece is so big, and he has to bring in these other characters. He has to introduce like the fleet, you know, Luffy's new fleet. True. Like he has to do this, and sadly, Chopper got pushed to the side a little bit. But I do love Chopper, and I do hope we do see something great from him soon.
I don't understand why people will not like Chopper. I mean, he's funny and he's cute, but I mean, since like you said, he's not really doing much, so people are probably like, well, what is he here for?
Just for the sell toys, like that's what a lot of people say, and it's just like, damn.
No, he's a doctor. You're a doctor.
Like he just, and I a lot of things people say too is because like he's not doing his duty that much, his doctor duty. But I think that's because we're always separating the Straw Hats.
We are always separated.
Like, you know, like he doesn't really get a chance.
I
don't hate Chopper though. I do love Chopper. I love all the Straw Hats. Like I don't really hate any of them.
All right, I totally agree. So I'm scrolling down. I think the announcement that Lucci lost to Luffy was even better. So that's what Anita Chaos had said, I guess, about the fight between Lucci and Luffy.
I think the announcement, what does that mean?
I guess the fact that Lucci lost.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay,
I think I know what he's talking about. Like when I don't remember who says it though. Does someone say it? I don't know.
I don't remember, but I feel as if ain't nobody really gonna have to say it because they gonna know because Luffy was free. So it's like that was probably like not even.
He like blasted him out the building, I think, and then he landed on someone's ship. Did it like one of the ships?
One of the marine ships, wasn't it?
Yeah, like he blasted him out the side of the wall or something. That was crazy. But then the Buster Call was still going, so like the Buster Call did not care. They're like, we're still blowing up the island.
We don't care about you.
That was such a good fight. Ugh.
Oh, somebody said Pedro said he doesn't put Luffy and Katakuri as number one because of Toei stretching that fight. So when you had saw
you read
the manga, so you didn't mind how the anime approached the fight at all? Because
I was so excited. Like after reading the anime, because the fight was good in the anime. I mean the manga too. But then watching the anime, I think people want the fights to be stretched out a little bit. Like it's good to see it stretched out more, because it's almost like it's explained more better in animation. I feel because you don't. Okay. I liked it. I don't know why. That's a hot take right there.
A couple people were actually very like when I was doing my reaction to it. They're like that fight was hella dragged out. To the point where it was like unbearable for some people. Like they had actually recommended me to watch One Piece. Have you heard of One Piece?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, so they wanted me to watch One Piece, but I had a mod that actually had meshed everything up together. So when I reacted to it, everything was like flowy, like within they would say like the manga. So when I watched it was just like flowy.
I don't know. I didn't.
So
I
did
not think that at all.
But again, I didn't see it.
Especially like if you're binging it. Oh, I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me now?
Yes, it's like a little bit delayed, but I can hear you. But yeah, like the anime, of course it drags it out because that's what Toei does. They be dragging out all the episodes, you know. But like like I said, when you watch the fight as one, like if you just go like look up a YouTube video that combined the animation of the fight, it was so good. And that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like I liked that
Yeah.
fight just animated. It was really good. And it was dragged out, but like it was good still.
So it wasn't to the point to where you were like, okay, is it over yet? Okay, good.
I was like, finally, this arc is good, because I did not like Whole Cake Island. I was just like so sick of Big Mom saying wedding cake. I was like so happy.
She said that shit so fucking much. I was like, yo, if she says wedding cake one more time, I'm gonna
I was just like, someone get this bitch some sort of cake, like something to shut her ass up. Like she wouldn't stop. Like every episode, like 10 times, wedding cake, wedding cakey, wedding cakey, and I'm just like, I was like, where's Katakuri? He saved that arc.
Come get
for me.
your mama.
Where's Katakuri, man? Fuck.
Oh my gosh. Oh, okay.
I was happy to see him.
Timka says Blackbeard is a cheater. He has the strongest Logia Darkness, strongest Paramecia Earthquake, only missing strongest Zoan Fruit, which they say is Dragon. He would be a black dragon with an Earthquake. That would be freaking crazy if he was able to have all of that.
See, and it's really possible, you know, but like when I think of that, I'm like, really, how will Luffy defeat a character like that? Because right now it's like, how is he going to defeat him right now? You know, with these two fruits.
Thank you.
So powerful that it'd be like, okay, like how will it make any sense? You know, because Luffy is just a little rubber man. Like what? How? Like Oda has to either expand on Haki, you know, like beyond. I don't even know. It's so powerful.
I would think Luffy will probably have to awaken his rubber ability, probably, to even try to go against Blackbeard or not Whitebeard, but Kaido. Because I don't actually see anything changing. I mean, I know Luffy's in the little gel thing area now in Wano, but even though he's like trying to become stronger, I still don't see from him just chopping up some goddamn blocks with those prison cuffs. It's going to change his freaking power enough to actually combat Kaido. So someone's gonna have to give in that aspect.
I'm hoping there's like an awakening too, because have you seen did you watch the My Hero season 4 with Gentle Criminal? Like his that elastic fruit, like how he was like turning things. I was like, that is Luffy's awakening. I was like, that's his awakening. Like, and it was so cool. If you could do that, that would be
awesome.
I want to see it so bad. I really,
I didn't think about that
been done. Really, that's the first thing I thought of when I seen it. I was like, that was Luffy's fruit awakened.
Because even though Gentle Criminal, I know this is like going off of One Piece, but like when Gentle Criminal was able to freaking use that ability, I was like, how did he fail being a hero? He actually used.
He was so good.
His freaking core.
I love it.
Awesome! Like he can do whatever he wants to work.
And it was he was bouncing off the air. He was turning like steel into like the rubber. It was so cool.
I was like, what? I was like, he could have been a freaking hero. They some haters.
Seriously. Haters, yeah, that's what it was. Freaking society of haters, man. Dang. I loved that. But because like that happened in My Hero, I don't know if Oda's gonna be like, okay, I have to change it now. Because Oda does that. He will just change shit. You know, but
he's still my idea.
It'll be interesting to see what Oda does, because Oda's brain is like, I don't know.
He's very creative.
He's so creative, yeah.
Alrighty. So let's keep going. Paul's joking me because I always call Katakuri Cat Daddy.
Cat Daddy. So, Cat Daddy.
Let's see. I'm trying to find a good question. I'm always like delayed in my comments.
Oh, me too.
Oh, they're talking about Robin with Haki. Remember we were discussing that last time when you're saying, like if Robin were to actually have Haki, she'd be like
devastating. She'd be bad.
I do think she might actually have it. I think she might have it. She ain't tell nobody.
something, because like you said this in the last stream too, is like was with the revolutionaries. What was she doing with them? Just chilling on the boats, you know, like they're revolutionaries. They're all training for something.
Thank you. So, like, look at freaking Koala with her little freaking fishman karate. Like, she's hella strong. Oh, come on now.
Yeah, like
Robin has to. She already has a good freaking grip on her freaking devil fruit.
That's why in Wano all the Straw Hats need some sort of fight, because we know that hockey blooms now when you're in battle, because with Luffy and Katakuri.
Yeah.
His hockey jumped like immensely. Like, his observation.
Something's like, if Usopp can fucking unlock his freaking hockey, Robin has
the rest need to. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, let's see. They're in the comments talking about Luffy getting kind of lucky with Dofi. They don't really feel, I guess some people feel torn about the Luffy and Dofi fight.
Like how it ended, or like how
Luffy
citizens
won against Dofi, because Dofi had his awakened devil fruit, and that shit with all the strings going everywhere was fucking insane. I'm not even gonna lie. At the moment, I was like, Luffy can't beat this dude. Like,
Dofi, he was a good antagonist. Like, he was literally bad to the core. Like, he was just an evil person just to be evil, because he was a celestial dragon, but. Because he got kicked out, that mentality was still there, and so Dofi's that's a good. But yeah, I can see that, because the citizens did take Luffy, but Oda did address that in SBS too. He said like Luffy could have still fought, but he had a chance to take a break with the citizens, so he took a break basically. Like, that's not word for word what the SBS said, but Oda did say like. Luffy took that break because he could, basically. So
okay.
Oda said in SBS. I don't know which one, but I remember that. I remember reading that.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm still scrolling.
I think it's because they said, because with Katakuri, you know how Luffy kind of kept going in that Gear 4. He wasn't like worn out after using Gear 4. So they were like, oh, but in Dofi, he was wore out. And Oda was like, well, no, it's just because the citizens were offering to help him. So he took that help. Yeah. Can you hear me okay? People are like talking. I'm sorry.
I can hear you. You're fine.
Okay. Okay, sorry. Everyone decided to come inside all of a sudden. Dang.
You're perfectly fine.
I said, give me an hour. Fuck.
Maybe their time is wrong.
For real.
Right. They're trying to say, like, do you know when the anime is going to start airing again, or no?
I have no idea. It's just on hiatus. I heard that it's supposed to start soon, because I read on Twitter like that the voice actors were like in the studios, but still they could be like building up some episodes before they even release it. So I don't know.
They need to hurry up. I'm like,
I know, I miss it, yo.
Give me something, man.
Yeah.
Oh, they're joking. You called. They said.
Oh no.
Like, wow, she called it Pounce Man. I guess
Pounce Man. I know the comments are gonna fucking read me.
That was from.
I swear to God, in some of the things it'll say Pounce Man or Bounce Man. Is it bound or pounce? Oh my God. Bounce Man. Is it bound man or bounce man?
Bound.
That's really tongue twister to say. Like,
yeah, it is.
You guys excuse my brain. I have like the mom brain, you know. It's not all there.
Sure, I feel you.
There's holes.
I feel you.
There's holes in my brain.
Okay, let's see. We have the anime made Kaido look like he's weak. I don't think the anime made Kaido look like he was weak at all. I think if anything, it made Luffy look like he was hella weak. You think
I can see, yeah, because like I think I told you this too. Like in the manga, like when Kaido got up and just one-shotted Luffy, it was like done. Like, you know, and the anime did kind of they did kind of play off like, oh, it was a dragged out moment. So I could see them saying that. The anime did kind of do that to Kaido, but I still feel like he's strong as shit. Like I don't. To me, I don't know. He doesn't seem weak at all.
No, he doesn't.
Like not at all.
I think what it showed me when I saw that, like Luffy bringing all his tricks into the equation, to me, it really didn't seem as if Kaido looked weak. I just felt maybe the anime was just trying to show that regardless of what Luffy had up his sleeve, it wasn't shit defeating Kaido. So I think that's probably my take on that as well. But I guess
like how you take it basically, because because
I
he
was reading the manga and I did see hits. Kaido just like
Sorry, I cut you off.
So I can get it.
Yeah, but
no, you're fine. All right. I think we're skipping. I think I hear the audio skipping a little bit.
To me, it's like still delayed. Like I'll see you talking, and then it'll like be a little bit after. Like I hear a voice.
Oh, sorry. All right, let's see. Oh, somebody asked, how do you feel about the One Piece live action?
You know, I'm excited for
it. Okay.
I don't want to say I'm excited to see it. I love anything One Piece, so like I'm definitely gonna watch. And are my expectations like high? No, because when has a live action ever been adapted like good? So but I'm still gonna check it out, and I do hope, because I want to see like a person who's not a fan of One Piece, who doesn't know One Piece. I want to see their take on it, you know, because it could be good to people who aren't fans of anime, you know.
True.
Because we know the story. We want, our expectations are like a little higher, I feel, because we're like, we want our story told right. Yeah. So, but to a person that doesn't know One Piece, doesn't know Oda's story, how are they going to take it? They're going to be like, oh, this is a cool pirate show, you know, like right on. Like I hope that's what happens. That's my hope as new fans, because I want people to love One Piece no matter what.
I hope so. I hope they do it justice. Every time I think about like a live action, I think about like what Netflix did with Death Note and what they did.
I didn't mind it. Did you hate it? I didn't mind it.
I don't know, man. I'm really like picky about my stuff, man. I'm like like, oh, you don't look right. Like doesn't feel right in my bones. So
like it wasn't good, but I didn't mind it. Like I think I watched it twice because I was like, it's not.
But you didn't mind it a lot if you watched it.
They did Ryuk really good. Like I liked how they kind of always had him in the dark, so it wasn't total like bad CGI, you know. But and then I did like L's character, which was surprising to me. Like I liked him. He did good for what he got to do, like for what he was offered, I guess. For what he had.
The Alchemist one?
I didn't see that, no.
Okay.
Or the Bleach.
That one was probably one that I was like tolerable watching. Like I like that one.
Mm-hmm. I didn't watch that one. I really like the whole, ever since the last Airbender live action, like
oh my
it's been hard. It's been hard to trust anything.
That was just rude. How they did that was just terrible.
Dude, they called him Ung, Suka. Like I was like, what? They can't even get the names right. I think I walked out the theater when I first saw it because I was so freaking sad. I was like, this isn't even. Why did I get my money?
So hyped, man. I think I was so hyped to see the live. Actually, this is gonna be awesome. You know, they got Aang over here. It's gonna be cool. No, it was not cool at all. It was rude.
The only thing that I can say that's positive about that movie, it was the special effects. They were there.
That's what made it.
That's what made it.
Somewhat.
The story fell. The characters fell. The actors fell. Like, oh, it makes me so sad.
Sokka to be like funny, like he was in the show, and it's like it totally missed the freaking bar. I'm like
I don't even think the guy knew what the hell he was directing, because he's like what story was he trying to tell? Like I couldn't even tell. Like it was just some random.
I was like, what the
story with these white Eskimo people? Like it was like, they couldn't find one. Like I feel like the girl that played the princess in the north, the water tribe princess, she should have been Katara. She was at least a little dark skinned. But like fuck.
At least stay
man.
accurate somewhat, damn it.
Like they're Eskimos. Rip to that movie. That movie just needs to just be never spoke of again, actually. I don't ever want to remember that shit.
The void. Remember?
The void, yeah. Put that in the void, the black hole in space or something. Because so sad.
So freaking terrible. All right, so here's one. Saddest flashback in the series so far.
Okay, are you going first? I have to think. Okay. I have to think.
Let me think. Okay. See, there's so many sad ones. I don't think
there is.
They already know that I'm not good with choosing. So I'm gonna say Robin's backstory made me cry. Brooke's backstory made me cry.
Yeah.
Freaking everybody's fucking backstory made
everybody's flashback will have a fucking even freaking Baby Five's flashback was sad. Like Senior Pink's flashback is sad. Like that's hard to choose.
Russian, that was her name. Was it? Her name was Russian.
Yeah. That was
even
sad.
Corazon,
that was out of nowhere.
Backstory. Like
Corazon and Law.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's so sad. You know, I think the one that really just I will always remember because it broke my heart so much was Robin's.
Yeah.
Hers was just so sad to see her be treated so badly. Yeah. And then the part where she runs past her mom and she's like, "Are you my mom?" And then Nico Olivia, she's like ignoring her, you know, and it's just like, oh, I'm like thinking about it. So I'm gonna cry.
Don't do it.
And like now that I'm like, I think maybe because it hits me more now that I'm a mom now.
That's
so it's
exactly
like,
what it is. That's exactly what it is. That's like a lot of the things. Like I fucking bawled my eyes out in Fishman Island because of the queen.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Like,
yes, that's a sad one too.
That's because you can relate to it. I think.
Yeah.
Being a mom and having about all the mamas die in one piece already. It's like actually seeing how the moms are interacting with the kids, or you know, it's like it touches us differently. Like we would never do that to our kid. Like it's like, how could she do that? How could she leave her? Or so I totally it hits differently.
It totally hits different. And Robin's, oh man, it was just so sad, man. Yeah. And Saul was in that flashback back and laughing, you know, as I was just like, it's so sad. But yeah, that's the Fishman Island though. That one really, like, that one hits me hard too. Like seeing her, when she's like gets shot and then finding out, you know, Shirahoshi knew the whole time, and she's like, "Mom," she said, "whoever shot me, just let it go."
Yeah.
I'm like crying. I don't want to think about sad flashbacks. So let's go to the next one. Oh man.
Okay, you guys are making her cry.
They're coming
back.
All
right. Let's see. Oh, okay. What do you think about Stealth Black?
In what way? I like it. If they're asking me to like pin it, like, do I think that over is gonna make Sanji stronger than Zoro? I'll say no. Dang! I say no.
I'm just getting no love. You don't think that actually puts
I know they're alluding to that.
Damn, Sanji. Sierra, showing you no love, bro.
I gotta stick up for my man Zoro. Like, let's see what Zoro's gonna get a power up, you know? Like, so let's see his power up before that we say Sanji's is above it.
But I honestly feel as if Zoro hasn't showcased all of his potential, so there's so much more that we don't even know. Because Zoro, I feel like Zoro has been kind of like dumbing down a little bit to not outshine Luffy in a sense, because he's allowing Luffy to be captain. Now,
and he's so popular as a character. I feel like that's what Oda has to do. Like he has to, because a lot of people love Zoro. Like he's so cool. A lot of people love him. He can't outshine Luffy though, and I feel like sometimes he almost does with the little moments. So Oda can't let it happen. So he has to push him to the side a
little bit. But I feel as if he's gonna let Zoro kind of like wow out his full potential. Hopefully sooner than later. especially against Kaido, because we need all the help we can get. Because I don't see, I'm still Luffy.
I just want to see these supernovas, you know, like come together and defeat Kaido. Because I don't see one-on-ones. I don't see one-on-one defeat. Like, I don't see it.
I was like, Hawkins, you're on the wrong side. Y'all supposed to stick together with the supernovas. Y'all some traitors, bro. Little scary cat. But that, I'll be fair. If Kaido came to me, I'd probably okay, I'm sorry. Like, I'm team you.
Oh,
but
I'd
then
be
I'll
bowing down.
some shit up behind his back or whatever. But
plotting behind the scenes.
I'll be plotting.
Like this motherfucker right here.
But I like you, but like fuck you. Like
exactly. Yo.
All right, here we go. Here's a good one. Which fighting style would you guys want? Rokushiki is slick as fuck, but Frankie also has nipple flashlights, so it's either one for me.
You know, I think I'm gonna go with Rokushiki techniques. The nipple lights, you know, they might come in handy sometimes, but I think in the world of One Piece, Rokushiki.
I just ding, you know, flashlight, look at there, like
signaling, you know, you need some help, maybe.
No,
Frankie, yo.
Oh, that's funny. Okay. Ooh. Here's a good one. What do you think of Zoro taking Luffy's pain?
So that moment when he did that, I almost put Zoro's durability above Luffy's. I almost do that because when I think of it, because he had his own pain and then added Luffy's on top of that and was still standing. But he was so injured after that. Like even in Sabaody, like he was like done. Like he couldn't do much. Like Kizaru almost killed him, you know, in Sabaody. So it's like, is his durability on Luffy's level? Like Zoro is strong. Like he's just like that character, man. I respect for Zoro. Like I love Zoro. He's my dude.
See, when I think about Zoro and Luffy, it makes me want to reflect back on Roger and Rayleigh in a sense. As you know, we know that Roger was hella strong. But then we actually see Rayleigh do stuff. You know what I'm saying? Rayleigh's a badass as well. So it's like they're kind of like they're so similar in sense.
And even his name, the Dark King, Rayleigh, like it's like his shadow of the
Rayleigh's fine. He's a fine old man.
Love Rayleigh, yeah. Love him. When he like
I'll be a sugar baby.
When he came into Sabaody and saved them, oh my god, Rayleigh, yo. Just slid in there and just kicked Kizaru's leg. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, because at that moment, I thought Kizaru was like unbeatable. Like when
these admirals, like at that moment, like these admirals were just too much. I was like, yo, someone save them. I'm like, Zoro's about to die. Usopp's sitting there trying to save Zoro, but what's Usopp gonna do? I was like, what the hell, man?
That was an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah, freaking Rayleigh just came right in there and just saved them. So good.
Thank God.
Kind of saved them. That was an emotional roller coaster. That was a crazy arc. I love Sabaody.
I don't know. When I was watching, I felt like my heart was like in my butt the whole time. Like
clenched, man, just clenched like the whole time. Like, oh my god. Then Kuma comes, and you're just like, Kuma, like you're just freaking out, and he just slaps everybody.
At first, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Like he just like what was like he was smacking. Like where the fuck are they going? Are they just turning into dust? Because I didn't understand his power yet. So I'm like, what the hell?
I wish because I knew because when I was first watching it, I was always fucking Wikipediaing One Piece and the characters. I knew they were gonna get separated, but I knew somehow Luffy was gonna end up on the Isle of Women. But like watching it like all unfold, like it was crazy. Like I was just like, what?
It was a hot ass mess. It was a hot ass mess.
Oh, I love it. I wish I can like erase my mind and watch One Piece over again.
Oh yeah. I feel like when I watch like episodes back, like, especially when I was like editing them, I was catching a lot more stuff than I did the first time I was
I
watching.
do that too.
So I
Yeah.
was like, oh fuck! I was like, how did I miss that, man?
Yeah.
Kick myself in the head, like, damn it. Okay, here we go.
Too.
Best One Piece girl. This is gonna be the. I'll do one more question because I know it's been an hour already. I know you told, just for our time. So I'll do one more after this one. So best One
sounds
Piece
good.
girl.
I think my best One Piece girl at the moment is Reiju. I really liked Reiju's character and how I just really liked her in Whole Cake Island, like how she was still a badass chick, but she still was so like that sweet older sister, but still harsh older sister.
So
But
so do you not judge her for actually like allowing that to happen to Sanji in the midst of it?
I don't, because like she said, she's like, if I would have stuck up for you, they would have done it to me, and she did help him in the end.
But someone, I don't know, man. I felt torn because it's like that's your brother, and the rest.
I
of
see.
you
I see that too.
Stay ass if you want to, because you zero. You supposed to be the older.
You're supposed to be
one.
strong. Like what's wrong
so
with you?
Me, it's like I would have been like, look at you, like
I see that.
Y'all better stop that shit. Like don't do that. But I mean, I get there's probably more of them than it was of her, so they could have like overpowered her in some way, I guess. But
she low key was trying to protect. She was giving him food, you know. She was helping him, you know. Like she was low key.
She was just trying to pacify it after the fact that the damage was already being done. But I mean, at the end, I felt as if, you know, with her actually allowing Sanji the ability to actually leave was probably one of the best things that she did for Sanji.
That end, she was literally like, we just need to die. We're terrible people. She's like, we've done terrible things. She was like, we just need to just let us die. You go be with your friends. Like I don't know. I just had like a lot of respect for her. Like I just liked Reiju and I just liked her character. She did mess up when they were kids, yes, but you know, Sanji's better off without him anyway, you know. So and then
damn right,
like, let us die. She's like, the Germa shouldn't even be a thing anymore. And I was like, I love Reiju. I want to see more Reiju. But yeah,
I think we'll probably see more of her soon. Hold on, I think it's my mod. Yep, it is Paul. Hold on.
Hi, Paul.
Okay, Paul asked, do you think that Carrots will leave with the Straw Hats as a crew member?
No.
No?
I don't think not an official crew member.
You don't think so?
No. If anything, just like how we have like the fleet, you know, like different fleet captains. Like we have Bart, we have Cavendish. I think the Minks are gonna be like part of the fleet. Like all the Minks.
Oh, okay. So you think she's a Mink? That umbrella.
Yeah, she's gonna be a part of the crew, but like as in the fleet, not an official like member of the Straw Hats. I don't think so.
That's a good point. But it seems as if like we have Jinbei in the crew, you know what I'm saying, and he represents the fishmen. Do you think it'll be necessary for a Mink to be there, join the crew?
I don't think it'll be necessary because there wasn't really that struggle like there was like with the fishmen. The fishmen, they're like literally discriminated against. The Minks, I don't think they have that discrimination, do they?
No, because ain't nobody really know with them.
Yeah, like they're just like their own little people.
That's true.
I don't know. I just really feel like the Minks will be under the umbrella of like we're part of the fleet. We're always going to be there, but yeah, I don't see her being official.
I got you.
That's my thoughts.
Okay. Well, that was going to be our last question because it's already over an hour and I know you got stuff to do and I want to keep you for too long. But thank you guys. Thank you for like showing up and thank you guys for asking questions, hanging out with us.
Thank you.
So much fun. We're going to do more of these. So
for sure.
Yeah, it's okay to have lives and talk one-on-one, but I think it's always fun to interact with somebody else and hear their side and their thought processes. So this is I think I like this a lot. So we're gonna have that.
I did too. I had a lot of fun. It was really fun. I could talk more, but I do have to go to the bathroom and I have to go give my baby a bath. I could
Mom
talk
tree.
about One Piece forever, for real. Like, you really could, but gotta
But
know
yeah,
when to
thanks
end it.
guys for showing up and asking questions, interacting with us, and I guess we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye, you guys. Thank you. Peace.